Welcome to Media Memories. A look back at the recorded highlights of movies, radio, Broadway, news events, and television. Brought to you by the Communication Department at Grandview College. I'm your host, Stephen Winzenburg. We're talking about strange music this week, novelty records, weird songs, whatever you want to call them. The Eggplant That Ate Chicago by Dr. West's Medicine Show and Junk Band.
You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago, for he may eat your city soon.
It's part 2 of Weird Songs.
You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago. If he's still hungry, the whole country's doomed. He came from outer space, looking for something to eat. He landed in Chicago. He thought Chicago was a treat. It was sweet, it was just like sugar. You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago, for he may eat your city soon. You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago. If he's still hungry, the whole country's doomed. He came from outer space, looking for something to eat. He landed in Chicago. He thought Chicago was a treat. It was sweet, it was just like sugar. You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago, for he may eat your city soon. Wackadoo, wackadoo, wackadoo. You better watch out for the Eggplant That Ate Chicago. If he's still hungry, the whole country's doomed. It's in trouble. If he's still hungry, the whole country's doomed.
I've never heard of that one before. Isn't that a ridiculous song from 1966? Can you believe somebody actually recorded that and there were people who paid money to listen to that? The Eggplant That Ate Chicago by Dr. West's Medicine Show and Junk Band. That group broke up shortly after that song was released, and the leader of the group, Norman Greenbaum, had a big hit in 66-67 called Spirit in the Sky by the same guy who did that crazy song. We're talking about strange music this week, novelty records, weird songs, whatever you want to call them. What an unusual collection of material we have this week. Some of them are from traditional musical artists, and some are from people who you'd never guess would release an album, such as this next one. The song you're familiar with, Like a Rolling Stone. The artist, popular TV performer, he even narrated Winnie the Pooh cartoons. You know, those movies back in the 60s and 70s from Disney? His name is Sebastian Cabot. He played the butler, Mr. French, on Family Affair. He released an album, and he did his version of Like a Rolling Stone. So here's Sebastian Cabot on this week's Media Memories.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine. You threw the bums a dime in your prime. People call, say, beware, doll, you're bound to fall. Thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. How? You don't talk so loud. How you don't seem so proud about having to be scrounging for your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown. Like a rolling stone. Well, we've gone to the finest school, all right, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get juiced in it. And nobody ever taught you how to live on the street, and now you got to get used to it. You said you'd never compromise with a mystery tramp. But now you realize he ain't selling any alibis. You stare into the vacuum of his eyes and ask him, "Do you want to make a deal?" How's it feel? How does it feel to be without a home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? You never turned round to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they all came down and did tricks for you? Never understood that it ain't no good. You should let other people get your kicks for you. You used to ride on the chrome horse with your diplomat who carried on his shoulder a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discover that he really wasn't where it's at after he took from you everything he could steal? How does it feel? Huh? How does it feel to be without a home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Princess on the steeple, and all the pretty people drinking, thinking they've all got it made, exchanging all kinds of precious gifts and things. You better lift your diamond ring. You better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused at Napoleon and his rags and the language that he used. Well, go to him now. He calls you. You can't refuse. When you've got nothing, you've got nothing to lose. Well, you're invisible now. You got no secrets to conceal. How's it feel? How does it feel to be without a home? Like a complete unknown. Like a rolling stone.
He's free as the breeze, he's always at ease. He lives in the jungle and hangs by his knees as he swings through the trees without a trapeze in his DVD. He's got a union card and he's practicing hard to play the guitar. Gonna be a big star, yeah, he's gonna go far and carry moonbeams home in a jar. He ordered Chet's guitar course, COD, makes A and E, and he's working on B. And digs C and W and R and B, and me and a chimpanzee agree that one day soon he'll be a celebrity. Get it, get it, get it, get it, ow! Gitarzan! He's a guitar man! He's all you can stand! Give him a hand, Gitarzan! He's got a girl named Jane with no last name, kinda homely and plain, but he loves her just the same, cause she kindles a flame and it drives him insane when he hears her sing. She really does her thing, it's her claim to fame. Come on, sing one, Jane. Well, they got a pet monkey, he likes to get drunky and sing boogie woogie, and it sounds real funky. Come on, your time, boy. Sing one, monkey. Here we go. Let's hear it for the monkey. Woo! On Saturday night, they need some excitement. Jane gets right and the monkey gets tight, and their voices unite in the pale moonlight, and it sounds all right. Yeah, it's dynamite. It's out of sight. Let's hear it right now.
That's pretty funny, from Ray Stevens from the late 1960s. He, of course, put out a lot of other novelty songs, such as Ahab the Arab, but he had his greatest hit with a serious song, Everything is Beautiful. And when I met Ray Stevens a few years back at a convention in Nashville, I went up to him and I said, you know, you probably have the favorite album of mine of all time. It's called Turn Your Radio On. It's a collection of gospel songs. And Ray Stevens was very serious on that album, and he was kind of surprised when I said that, because most of his fame has come from him being kind of crazy. But he did some very serious material as well. You're tuned to Media Memories, a presentation of the Communication Department at Grandview College. I'm not so sure that the college is claiming any of these weird songs this week, but it sure is fun to listen to some of them. And Ray Stevens in that last song talked about some of the Monkees and the things you hear in the jungle, so why not listen to a famous first episode of the TV show from the group, the Monkees. I'm sure you know that the Monkees TV show is patterned after the Beatles. When the Beatles came out with A Hard Day's Night and Help, two very popular films, the TV people got together and organized their own group of 4 singers, and some of the guys actually played some instruments, and others weren't too good at playing instruments, but they put the group together anyway and came up with a group called the Monkees, patterned after the Beatles. And today we're going to hear the first episode, which is kind of unusual because they didn't have a long enough pilot episode to last for an entire half hour. So what they did on the first episode is they have the pilot, which the Monkees are doing just some crazy things. Then at the very end, for about 10 minutes, you see the original screen test from Davy Jones and from Michael Nesmith. So we're going to hear portions of those original screen tests as played in the very first episode of the TV show The Monkees.
Screen tests that were done of Mike and Davy before the Monkees, we started filming, before we knew what was all going to happen. These were 2 screen tests that we did, and they're in black and white, so don't worry, the color is okay. What do you talk so much for?
How did you get into show business? How did that all start out?
Oh, I used to act at school and whatnot, and they said I should be an actor, but I wanted to be a jockey.
How did you get started on that?
Well, I'll tell you about that. Just, you know, I always used to watch it on the TV, you see, and I used to write so many winners each week watching it on the television. My father said I ought to be a jockey. I see somebody coming around the back there. It's going to do me in 2 minutes flat. So anyway, I decided I wanted to be a jockey. So I left school when I was 40 and a half, went to be a jockey. I practiced for about, rehearsed, listen to me. I practiced to be a jockey for about 6-7 months. Then I finally got on a horse, started to ride, and thought this was the life. In the rain, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning and everything like that. So I...
Did you make any money?
Yeah, but not riding I didn't, because you have to serve an apprenticeship for 5 years.
Tell us what your name is.
My name is Michael Blessing.
No, I want to hear the truth.
No, that's it. I'm telling you, it's a pseudonym.
How did you get to Nesmith?
Well, Nesmith is my real name.
Well, how did you get to Blessing?
It's a pseudonym.
How did you have to pick Blessing?
Well, why are you asking me that? It's weird. Get on something else.
Get on something, talk by yourself.
Okay.
Media Memories continues with some unusual songs. It's called Novelty Music, and I found an album that I didn't know existed. Sally Field, star of The Flying Nun, singing songs. This was released in 1967, and the whole album really is about her being this nun, you know, when she played Sister Betrayal, the Flying Nun. But the songs are Sally Field just singing about happy things, sunshine, rainbows, flying, being optimistic. We're going to finish up Media Memories this week with Sally Field doing her version of a song called Turn on the Sunshine, and I'm not sure anybody else ever actually did a version of the song, but here's Sally Field as the Flying Nun, Turn on the Sunshine.
If you're walking in the shadows, you better get wise. Just forget about your troubles and open up your eyes. When you make a smile, the world will shout, hooray! If you turn on the sunshine, you're gonna push the clouds away. Just a little bit of sunshine makes the world a better place. You can chase away your troubles if you got a happy face. When clouds away. When the world is sad and weary, you don't have to be a politician. You can change it all with a sunny disposition, so be happy. Spread it all around. Don't you know a silver lining is waiting to be found? When you smile, the world will shout, hooray! If you turn on the sunshine, you're gonna push the clouds away. If you turn on the sunshine, you're gonna push the clouds away. Away.
It's kind of cute, isn't it? Sally Field from The Flying Nun. All the songs on that album are like that, real bubbly and up-tempo, almost like a kid's album, a real cute album from 1967.
Media Memories. Brought to you by the Communication Department at Grandview College. I'm your host, Stephen Winzenburg, inviting you to join us again next time for more Media Memories.